And we can go back to the original Judaic and Hebraic roots of the actual word of Elohim, born again through Yehoshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, in the Ethiopic and the Amharic tongue. Then you're born again. Spiritually, we're Israelites. We're adopted. Those of us, even of Gentile flesh and blood, we're adopted. Like it or lump it. That's what a true Christian spiritually really is. Okay? If you have a problem with that, regardless of what color you might be or not be, if there's a problem with that, there's any kind of so-called anti-Semitism and whatever, whether against Eurocentric Jews or, Ethiopian Hebrews or black Israelites or Ethiopian Jews, then you have evil in your heart. You might not even really be truly saved or born again. First of all, you need to check your heart and your mind, your mindset. Okay, you may be partially christened in due time, but you're not fully christened. You're not fully anointed. So, God's true righteous people are those who have a pure heart. Can't be any prejudice or racism caught up in the mix. Let's get these things out of the way. But no, like it or lump it, I'm proud to say, yeah, of flesh and blood. I'm proud of my skin color. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud to be, Irish American, of flesh and blood. There may be other lost tribes mixed in with other European. I don't know. Some say some of the Irish may have had some mixed Danites or, some of the lost tribes. I don't know. Maybe so, maybe not. I know for the most part I definitely have Gentile blood. I'm pretty fair skinned. I'm pretty, and that's who I am. A lot of my Vikings, the Irish, and even before the Irish were, a lot of my ancestors were Vikings and leprechauns and whatever, nomads. And, of the Gentile nation, Jah willing, came to know the gospel of Yeshua, Jesus Christ. Thanks be to St. Patrick. And once again, we have these little pagan holidays here in America. It's about, St. Patrick's Day. Nobody knows what it's about. They don't think about the actual man, St. Patrick, chasing the serpent cult out of Ireland, chasing the snakes out of Ireland, bringing the actual gospel of Yeshua, Jesus Christ, to Ireland when they were enslaved and blinded by pagan gods and pagan worship and enslaved by the English. And we don't have to get into that, but my point is made. Christmas, Easter, Ishtar, St. Patty's, all pagan. We're in Babylon. First of all, that's another lecture for another time, but this is America. This is Mystery Babylon in these last days. Let those who have eyes to see and ears to listen, listen and open up to the truth. But so let's get that out of the way. You're questioning, who is this guy? I don't need to ramble and go off on any more tangents. Now, go back to my original question. The universal, the people of all color, of all religion or lack of religion or denomination. And once I say Rastafari as a way of life, not a religion. But people get confused about that too. But anyways, what does the Holy Bible have to do with Rastafari? The Rastafarian movement. Well, I have to say, first and foremost, this is according to the true Messianic Jewish faith, the true Christian faith, and the true Rastafarian faith, or true Rastafari movement, to be the true living word of Elohim, the true living word of the Most High Jah. This is his word from the original Torah, from the ancient prophets, the Nevi'im, the Ketuvim, the ancient writings, and the Brit Hadashah in the original Hebraic, the Brit Hadashah, New Covenant, Gospel of Yeshua, Jesus Christ. And the further scriptures and documents of the Apostle Paul and the first Messianic apostles and first century Christians even, that, Yah willing, brought the gospel of the New Covenant of Yeshua, Jesus Christ, to the earth. To both the original, the first converts were Hebrew Israelites and Jews, and then to the Gentiles, according to the Father's will. It's all documented in here. So, not to put down all forms of Catholicism or anything, but see, what is the Bible? How do we know it's the Word of God? What are these so-called Freemasons and slave traders and the so-called founding fathers of this nation, enslaving people of different races, especially the African people, the original black Hebrew Israelites, the lost tribes, from ancient Israel, Ethiopia, down through parts of Africa, South Africa, the slave trade, the Spaniards and the English and all that, taking place, why does the Rasta man, claiming to be one of the most divine people on the whole earth, as a true Rasta man, true God man, true Christ man on the earth, represent to have the actual light and truth, but he draw his source from the Bible, just like Christians, and from the Old Testament, from the original Torah, just like the Jews and the Hebrew Israelites. Well, what's the connection there? Well, the thing is that the Antichrist spirit, ancient Rome, the founding fathers of, the devils, like, universally, the 5% terminology, the 5%ers refer to like the 10%, the devils, the Illuminati, the Babylonians, the Freemasons, before and after Christ, the Messiah, tried to Hellenize this upcoming movement of the first Messianic apostles, the first century true Orthodox Christians from the New Testament and from, Ethiopia, because we got to know the foundation of the true original Judeo-Christian faith is in the heartland of Ethiopia, Mother Africa, to this day. There's a war going on right now, right there in the New Zion in Jerusalem, right here on earth.